Hello, everybody, and on today's edition of Turk Murphy's Toy Solutions, it's the holiday edition, and we're live. I got it figured out, guys. We're going to fool around, do a little customizing. Hopefully, if we get a few guys in here, like and comment and stuff. I don't see anybody yet. Oh, we got 4 people, it looks like. Let me figure out how to the comment. Oh, we got 12 comments. We got CCC, Bobby Wald, Crimson Cobra Commander, Daredevil Dave. How's it going, guys? Merry Christmas, man. This is my first time. It's probably going to be sketchy as hell, but we're going to give it a shot. It's Christmas. What the hell? So I'm thinking, guys, we'll do a little bit of customizing. And I got a couple things here. I don't know if I want to fool around with this per se. It is, hold on, let me see this back here. It's like a little hovercraft. And you can either fit a couple of the Ram cycles in here or one of the Tiger Paws or whatever. I got this from another guy by the name of, well, we ain't even going to say his name. He might not want to be mentioned or something. But I got it from him, and I've been printing some stuff for it, but some of the stuff that I printed on the files needs a little bit of this or that to get it to where it fits in properly. This is one thing I might work on. I don't know. You guys tell me. Or I was kind of threatening this boat. Because I kind of think I want to see this guy on this boat. So to do that, but this is pretty cool boat, really. I want to make like a PT boat out of it or something. If you look inside here, well, you probably won't be able to see inside there, but there's already a seat and stuff and some other computer gadgety thing that would be cool that I think we could reuse that in the theme of the boat and it still work out. And right off the bat, I can see where he's kind of just like if he's in there now, he see the top of his head, but I ain't jivey on that. I want him to be able to, if he's sitting down in the boat, he's able to look out. Maybe have a little bit of armor plating around. But what I was thinking after just looking is I would cut it right around here and just cut this top cap off. And this whole conning tower flippy lid thing. And then that would make me have it where he's still got a little bit of armor plating right in here. And his head could look out. I'll probably remove these guns here. I don't know. I might leave them. We'll see how it goes whenever I start doing it. And then some of this stuff up here, of course, I'm going to pull this off. I might do something different. And back here, some of this stuff's going to come off too. So we're going to figure it out, guys. We're going to start cutting first, and then we'll ask questions later. Yeah, I might have to take some of this apart, I'm sure. But I got my screwdrivers here. So that might be what we do first. Hey, there's the guy that this boat came from. Right there, the real grievance. What's up, brother? Merry Christmas, man. How you doing? As you see, I'm cutting your boat, man. I don't know if you have a shipwreck, but you better get one. You're gonna need it. And I'm gonna make sure it floats. Hey, it's Chad. Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you for stopping through for the Christmas holidays, man. But this boat here, it's I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. They're called Sentinel One, which is like, Soldier Force. Same as them cheap mechs, that we all want from the dollar store. It's the same stuff as that, basically. It's made by, I believe, Chap May or whatever. Let's get this guy out here and let you get a headshot of Hector. So we can get a few more screws out of this thing. But basically, it's got a few screws, and then the stuff snaps together. Really, in my honest opinion, this thing would be way more perfect if you was the old school Joe collector, the 3 3/4. This would be perfect size for that right there. But hey, I ain't 3 3/4 collector, so I'm gonna cut it up with my Sawzall thingy. See what happens. Okay, we got some screws out here. Let's see if there's any more. We snapped so much of this plastic stuff here on there. Okay. We got any screws from the bottom here hiding. Sometimes you do that. But it seems to me this should start coming off here. Oh, wait. Look in here. Oh, I see where it's at. This comes off in 2 pieces, so we gotta take a few more screws out. Yeah, that's right. Real Grievance, Chat May, Soldier Force. This is actually, I think it's called Sentinel 1. They were a little bit before, I believe, the Soldier Force, but it's all the Chat May mold stuff. I was reading up on them online because I was trying to find all these boogers. Yeah, I believe Toys R Us. You're right, Chad. Yeah, we're getting it going now. Should have a couple more screws. Oh, there's the other screws right there. I can see them. Okay. Well, that screw does not want to come out. So, let's see where we're at here. Oh, okay. I see a little snappy thing here. Push in the tab. It's being angry. It's fighting back, guys. We might have to go to drastic measures. Sometimes you do. Okay, this stuff comes out of here, I believe. Oh, look, yeah. Okay. So it all snaps together there and there. We gotta pop it up. So let's get our poppy uppy thing here. Let's see what happens when we do that. Well, there it goes. It's starting to pop up now, guys. Just had to work the edge there a little bit. There we go. Sometimes you got to get into your work, it looks like. Go all the way in here. Oh, that one screw finally came out too. Look at that. Whoop. No more conning tower. Get that up and moved over so we can get the rest of our screws out here. Okay. There's that part. I believe we got one more screw. And we got the whole thing pulled apart good enough to where we're going to need it for cutting. So did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? Tell me in the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Bobby, I was thinking more like Shipwreck's PT boat. Like, I don't know if you're old enough to remember like PT 109 or whatever. Something like that, kooky like that for Shipwreck. but the hull of it's just shaped perfect for a PT boat. So that's why I was like, yeah, it's got to be that. Okay, so we got that part there. Now we can get in here. Pop these out. There we go. So we got the whole top of the boat there off. We'll set it off to the side because it might come into play at a later date. We don't know. Ah, it's got this fabulous computer screen stuff in here. That's what I was kind of, yeah, that's pretty cool. I figured we could use that maybe for something. But at the end of the day, this is where we're at with the whole of the boat. Right here, I believe. It's already got the seat here. And that goes with this. If we put this back on and cut it down. It's got this set down area here. It's really perfect size for a PT boat now. For shipwreck. I'm really pretty hip on it. So once again, we'll put shipwreck back off there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, you didn't get nothing, Grievance? Damn, man. I got a hard time, but that's about it. All right, you got to see Loki. Right on, man. And his tank, Dave, that's dope, man. His tank is always a good item, man. I got one. I want another one. They're that cool. I want you get one, you want two, you know. Yeah, that his tank is definitely it's one that you want. Okay, so this is kind of like glued together here. Oh, it's got this snappy thing in there. I see. They're like holds it together. Oh, look at that. There. Really, we don't need to do anything of that because we're going to solve that right there. So I was looking at it like this and I was thinking, yeah, that's pretty cool. But then now that I got this off, I'm like, man, I would kind of like to make things go back a little bit. So like, well, this is back, so then that would entail that I'd have to cut this down a little further. Which I guess that I could follow this. There's like a line right along here. Cut right around there. I think I kind of like this if I move this back so where I had a little bit more bow area. I guess that ain't bad, but I think I'd like it back even, you know, somewhere right around here where this is the steering and the helm is all back here towards the back. A little more, and then you got some guys out here or whatever. He's out that way. So that being said, we're gonna move the driver's seat, which the driver's seat looks pretty cool. We can put that up on a pedestal, so and it'll definitely fit his size. I would say once I got him squatted down in there. Oh wait, I got a Dusty here. He's pretty good. Dusty in there. A little trimming on this tab here. Dusty's in there, guys. I probably just trimmed the tab right up there. Let's see. What I'm doing now is just taking a pair of cutters here. I'll go over everything and give her a final sandy sand with the high speed tool. Okay. So what we're doing here, it had a little tab on the front side of the seat here, and I'm taking care of that. I'm trying to do it without running the because a buddy of mine told me that he goes, man, he goes, except for the power tool part, it wasn't bad. I was like, oh. He said, yeah, when you turn the power tool on, he said, it like to blew me out of the room. Yeah, Crimson. Hey, CCC, man, you need that. I'm telling you, the hiss is good. Yeah, the printers are cool, and I like my printed stuff, Bobby, but man, there ain't nothing like that HasLab. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to that, mine prints pretty good. I just think the quality of the HasLab is better, and I'll pay the extra money. I like the HasLab stuff. But, to each their own. I ain't knocking nobody with 3D printing stuff because I 3D print stuff, and yes, it looks pretty good. I think the quality. A couple people seen mine. I got some pieces here. I got a symbol. There, in all of this, guys, it's basically model building. You're gonna have no model you got to fill the seams and stuff. And that's now what I got the basic black on it, and I'll sand it more and fill all this in, and then repaint it. And there's a little bit to it, but it's basically modeling. It's like with model cars when we was kids. All this stuff isn't. Hey, there we go. We got a pretty good seat there, I think, for Dusty. Right there. Bring it up a little bit to where he's like hanging up out of there. I think that'd be better. So now that we're on to that, we know that stuff's going to go. Let's go ahead and remove some more of this stuff on the back here. It's easy as done, I think, whenever you got it held up like this, as opposed to do the thing. And they're all in them little itty bitty clips. We might reuse some of this stuff, but I ain't gonna say that we're gonna reuse a whole bunch of it. There we go. That came out easy. Sometimes this stuff comes apart hard, and sometimes it comes apart easy. You just never know with it. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and take this out too, because I like a gun up there, but I don't think it's this gun. There we go. That part's out. We might as well take these off there because they look a little hokey. And some of this stuff is just, you can obviously tell that it's for the 3 3/4 guys. And I think that these were supposed to be for the guy to come out of the hatch there. You had your little dude in there, and but one thing I am going to leave is the hatches, because I figured you could stow your gear in there and have him, kneeling down with the hatch open or something. Getting into the hatch. Trying to get him some gear out of there or something. So now we got a nice clean slate, I'd say, to see what we can do with the boat. This part I would like to, right there. I think I would like to go like right there, but I want to cut the back part of this. I want to cut this down, way down, to probably like right along this line right here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I got a little saw thing here. Hopefully it ain't too terrible and kills everybody. Tell me, is that? Yeah, right on, CCC. I hope you do, buddy. It's great. I'm just going over the comments here, guys. Yeah, the Rattler, dude. Man, there's a reason for the Rattler too. Maybe a little more than most. I don't know if I have spoken about my Cobra Rattler Christmas story. Some people do. know about the Cobra Rattler Christmas story, but it's a thing. And man, when I seen that Rattler, it was going to be hell or high water if I didn't have a Rattler, and that's why I just had to get it. Man, there was no passing on that. And then after seeing some of these vehicles, they're good, man, and it's very hard to pass on them. So I'm one of them guys. I'm weak. As soon as I seen them, got it. That's it. Done. All right. So I want to go right there. I think. I'm trying to figure out my best cut in here, guys. I'm going to take that right off there. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're chopping, guys. I got it right there, and I'm going to go on around, right around that line there. So we'll probably end up losing that. That's all right. Getting closer, guys. That's that. Aha! Okay, that's what I'm thinking right there. I'll have to do a little bit of that. We can have it up there. But I wanted it to be good enough where, he's in there and there's a little bit of room when he's sitting down. I'm going to put a little bit more of a shield on here. I think I want it back here, guys. That's where I think it needs to be. Yeah, right there. That's what needs to happen. Because that puts me down there's a little step down right there, see? It makes him fit just perfect in there. Whenever he's sitting down, he'll be in the perfect driving position too. Where he's just right over the top of that. Stay in the sitting position here. So that's what I'm thinking. We might not get to use the computer screens like I thought. You never know, I might chop them up and put them into the side here. I think I could cut that right there off, and then that'll lower that down enough where that'll make it go right onto there. So that'd be pretty cool. And still have like communications and everything. Yeah. So tell me what you guys think, man. It's going down. Oh, I don't know. No, I probably got poopy cell service or something happening. Oh, the next HasLab Crimson Cobra Commander. I think it's going to be the whale or something like that. I don't know. I don't call me saying it's going to be this or that because I don't know. Hey, if you listen to me on that, you're just taking a guess. It's going to be a wild guess at best. But I would like to see really, since we're getting a Rattler, I'd like to see a classified size Skyhawk or the other plane that what's the X-39 or 37. I'd like to have that one of the other Joe planes or something like that, so that we have a competition there. But it's going to be Joe, because it's going to flip back and forth. But hey, they could throw a loop for all of us and throw out another Cobra vehicle who we don't know. Am I sounding any better right now, guys? Than what I did? If anybody's still watching. All right, we got them cleaned up there. And I'm going to take a little eyeball against the nation here. Cut some of this off. If anybody's wondering what's making that wonderful racket, it's this right here. It's an oscillating saw. It makes pretty good work in its plastic, believe it or not. I wanted to get that where it's going to fit down on there whenever I chop these off. It's clean. It'll be right there. Ultimately, that's where I want that at. So what do you guys think? Yeah, right, Dave. Hey, I got me on. I barely did that, man. I'm working on that, and then on the next one, it's going to be you, and maybe we can get you on with Shane and me or whatever. Because I'd like to have Shane on because he's been gracious enough to have me on a few times. So, yeah, I'd like to at least see Shane, get Shane on here. But hey, Shane, he's on Punks and all that, man, and all them big names. He might be too big for a little show like me. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Nah, I don't doubt it. Yeah, we'll get Shane on, I'm sure. Yeah, that or I'll go down to his house and I'll just join one of his lives, which is always a good time. So now I think that we're this far and we know we ain't going to do no more there. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple more screws back in the body of the boat here, kind of hold the business back together so I can make some more modifications because ultimately, in the end, I do kind of want this thing to float. So I'm going to be taking it back apart. I know. I ain't going to put all the screws back in. I'm going to put a few. It's kind of to hold it together so I ain't fighting it, flopping apart all over. Number two back there. So I got to chop all these little off there that attached it to there before. And then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to screw it down to that. But that shouldn't be too tough. And then clean up a bunch of the cuts here. And apparently, somebody ain't cutting very good on Christmas. And I'll be the first to admit that is me. Yeah, I know, Dave. He sure is, man. I can't wait for that, man. Hey, we all deserve a little recognition for what we do. I ain't gonna ever be like Punk, I don't think, and I ain't trying to take any of anybody's. I'm just doing this mostly to document what I got done, later down the line when my grandkids get older, they'll be like, "Wow, Grandpa, that's cool," and I'm like, "Yeah," and then they can see it forever. It ain't like I'm doing anything special. I'm just cutting up a toy with a oscillating saw or a Dremel, gluing it back together with some hot glue. But I think back when we was kids, we did a lot of this stuff. It was just it's ingrained into us. I think because hey, how many of us had old bicycles or about 10 of them out in the backyard and the various different pieces and shit like that? If our mom would let us, we'd have them at least. I know that because I'm one of them guys. I had about 10 of them. And I had parts and pieces and parts all over. I couldn't help myself. I loved them. Alrighty, guys, we're going on to the next implement of destruction here. It's the high speed saw. We're going to give these a little trim here. I want to check something. There we go. That's going to fit nice. So now I got to go through and trim all these little tabs here on each one of these, and I'm going to do that real quick. So hold on to your ears, guys. Stolen what, Grievance? Well, there we are, guys. I got it to where I think it was set down a little flatter than what it was. On here, I'm going to have to do some more trimming, of course. All right. That's that right there. And put a couple holes and a couple things there and trim a couple things off back here. And we're going to be right there, guys. Kind of dig it. Kind of looks like Don Johnson's cigarette boat. Hi, yeah, Grievance. A couple of them might have been a little on the warm side. You never know. Usually, the ones that were like super warm like that, you didn't want to take them home. You stashed them at your buddy's house, and then or out in the woods. We had a pile of them. We was a damn bike gang. We was terrible kids. We wasn't terrible kids. We didn't just go out and mischievously, destroy property or nothing. We just borrowed a few bicycles because we was poor. Yeah, hey, we would do that and sand them off and paint them. Back then, the dollar store, they'd get funny, They'd be like, you got a note from your mom? So we'd find the person with the best handwriting and have him write up a note from someone's mom that you could go in there and buy 2 cans of spray paint to paint your bicycle. Because they thought we was going to huff it in a bag or something. I don't know. It was the 80s, man. It was a weird time. But I remember having to have a note for every damn thing. If you had a note, you was cool. You could get in to see the president. Like, I got a note from my mom, man. And you'd be like, go on in there, man. The president's right in there. That's all you need is that note from mom. You get cigarettes, all of it. I remember whenever I came to that epiphany, whenever I was young, I was like, I mean, all I got to have, and hey, I could go in there and say, I forgot the note. They'd be like, oh, okay. You want the same kind your dad smokes? Yeah. Well, I'm sure none of us ever did that. When we was little, ever lied to get what we wanted or something. Snuck nothing around. None of us. It was all perfect angels, I'm sure. So we're getting back here to the meat of this. I believe that we need to a little bump here and a bump here. And take them two little bumpies off there. The little bumpies is in our way. We're gonna remove them. Bumpy number one is gone. Bumpy number two is gone. I'm gonna go ahead and remove bumpy number 3 and 4 here. I don't want to be fooling around later. Just in case he might have gotten away. I had a couple of little steppy bumps back here. Okay. Oh man, this thing is looking cool, guys. And I think I can, right here, there's a couple of little spots right here and right here. I believe I can drill right through that and put me a couple screws and screw it right into the deck here. So that'd be pretty cool. We got it on there. I think that'll be fine right there. Just like so. That kind of fits right up to there like that. I have to have a little hot glue back here. Then I was thinking from here, a little decky fan thing there. Maybe some kind of machine gun right here off the back on a swivel so you can shoot the hell out of some shit. Ain't very practical, I know, having this. It'd be cool to have a mount back there to shoot backwards, I think. But you'd have to do a little duck, and if he was coming through there, he'd sure have to duck down to get through there. I don't know how much I like that. I'm probably gonna, now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna cut this off here, go down there, cut all this off there, so we just really essentially keep this back little piece here. And then I can always mount a couple little things off the side. There's a little dealy bob here. I'm gonna square this off where it goes down like that. And I'll have a couple of corners where I can mount some sort of cannon or something, who knows, right in there and there, and maybe something off to each side of these. You never know. I might put like a piece of flat styrene in here and cut it out to fit on that, so that it does have like a cap where I can, a spotlight, and I have like a little tray around here that hangs off of there. That might be what I end up doing. I don't think we're going to do it all in one day, but I wanted to get out here and do it live, and really more than anything, it's Christmas and a lot of people don't have a lot of people in their lives. Some people are blessed and they have a big family. Some people aren't very blessed, guys, and some people ain't even blessed with a roof over their head. You got to remember that. And this is Christmas, and hey, I ain't doing nothing, and this is just a little bit of me giving back to you guys, because more than anything, I appreciate you guys, for all of the chats and everything that we're on together, and just the good times bullshitting and the camaraderie and being friends with you guys, man. That's what this is. This is more me giving back. It ain't about building a boat. It's about building friendships with all of you guys for the holidays. And some of this stuff, man, whenever people get mad at each other over trivial little things, it don't mean nothing, guys. Man, take the time and just be like, step back a second. Just step back away from it and be like, man, let me think about this from most perspectives. And then maybe you'll come away with a different reappraisal of things, man. And then you'll be able to come together and, hey, and plus, you know, there ain't no time to hate, man. We probably ain't got much time left. We're all old. Let's give back, man. That's what this is about, Christmas. And I ain't directing that towards anybody. I'm directing it towards everybody. That way, everybody in here, you know, maybe be a little lighter. You got that asshole neighbor, you know, that he has the barking dog. I might be that neighbor. Be a little kinder. It's Christmas. So what's everybody saying in the chat here? Oh, hey, we got Aaron the Toe Enhancer. What's up, buddy? How you doing? How's the kids, man? We got Frostbite all the way from way down under. Hey, brother, it's nice seeing you here. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming in and saying hi, man. Yeah, so this is how far we've gotten so far, guys. I'm topping this boat up, Frostbite and Aaron. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or a bad job, but I'm doing something. Then I'm going to put this guy right here. Kind of want to have him up about right there. So I'm going to build a little pedestal so I can mount that. Seems that I have forgotten my drill for this endeavor. Really, I need to clean some of this up with a razor blade here around my edges. Maybe a little sandpaper too. What I'm doing, like where I cut them tabs off. Sometimes it's just best to slice that stuff right off there. I don't know if my slicer thingy, Bobby here, is tough enough for slicing, but we're gonna see. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Shoot. Yeah, it sliced it right off there the way I wanted it to. That was nice. I'll try it over here a little bit. Over there. Oh, there we go. All right, on. You guys go out and see family, Aaron? Spend it with family. That's always a good time, or a fun time. I remember I kind of come from a big family, but everybody's kind of either passed away or moved on, you know, and we don't get together in the gatherings like we used to. We'll just say that. But back in the old days, we'd all there'd be 40 of us kids running around the neighborhood having a good old time playing hide and seek and doing whatever. You know, all our aunts and uncles were there, and we knew, you know, one of our aunts or uncles would get on our ass. We knew we couldn't talk back too much because he'd go in there, man, and then we got to go home, you know. Them old gatherings were sure good times. Yeah, I think we're coming along nice. I guess before long, I better figure out some paint scheme stuff. That's what I'm going for, guys. And I do believe I am gonna, like I said, I'm gonna chop this right off here and then down there, and just leave it from here like that. That way it cuts it down like that, and then I'll have some space to put the gear and stuff like that. I got this. I believe I would like to make that to where it's comes in there like so it's in there like that, and you still can use some of that stuff because it's pretty cool to look at. I believe I can achieve that by just chopping off these things, which might be easy. And yes, I should have safety glasses on. You're right. We're just gonna go ahead and go on at it with a little abandon and see what happens. So we got that chopped down there. I think that now I can put that right in there. As long as it don't stick up over that. think it's going to stick up a little bit. I'm going to have to do some more modifications here, it seems, which I believe I can go ahead and just chop this all the way down. And maybe I might have to cut this little thing here off too, off the side. But as long as I get that flat in there like that, I think I'm in there like swimwear, guys. So we got 6 of us in here, and we've been on here for almost an hour. Am I boring you guys totally or what? Yeah, hey, you're right. And it just so happens that I have some death charges. I might do like, I was thinking about that, like a rack of them right here where they can roll off and plunk, 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 plunk right down the back. I print these little things. These are kind of wonky ones here. I printed them on a what's called a longer 30, and it wasn't the best printer around, but I still have the files for them. I'm going to print them on my Anycubic, and then it'll be fine. But I can make me a rack that bolts here on the out of styrene, and I'll just have a 6 or 7 of them where they just all come right on out of there. I was thinking about I've been thinking about this boat project for a while, and it probably ain't gonna be in one video. It's gonna be we're gonna do a live here, and you never know. Maybe I'll do it in lives. I'll just do this boat build here all on live chats. We'll do one a week or something like that. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys would like to see out of it. If you want me to make videos of it instead of doing it on a live, I'll do that. I get this kind of, now that I'm looking at it, it's kind of like the Don. At first I was thinking I wanted like a PT boat. And I think this right here would be PT boat. Right in here. I think that would be the PT boat if I wanted the PT boat. I ain't so much wanting the PT boat. I'm kind of digging the Don Johnson Sea Scarab something else other than what it was. I kind of like it right here like this because, hey, in the end, I got plenty of spaces up here where I can put me a big bow gun, or something like that. Mount me something on there. Maybe you're some sort of rocket launcher. You never know. I do got some extra missiles here I could do something with, I'm sure. On some sort of platform here. There is a couple little slits there. But that's the age old, when you have your missiles right here and you have your guy right here, and then the missiles take off and then they kill your guy that's driving the boat. So I'm sure it would be fine, right? Maybe a pack of them up here or something. I don't know. We'll see. You guys let me know what you guys see. Oh, the boat Hulk Hogan had. Wasn't it some sort of a cigarette or something like that, or a sea scarab or something? I don't know. I ain't real like ocean boats. I ain't no aficionado or anything like that. It's some sort of offshore boat, I believe. I'm going through and I'm picking all these things and little cuts off. That's what I think I'm going to do next. Go ahead and do that. Anytime you cut this plastic, you always got to be prepared for cleaning up your edges and stuff. It just kind of is. It's the nature of the game on it. That might make it sit a little bit flatter. Look like back there. I think we'll do right there. I'm just kind of looking at, giving another eyeball this way, that way. Yeah, Thunder in Paradise. That was the movie. I remember seeing that, and he had that. They believe it was a cigarette. They have different names of boat companies, but it's like a cigarette style boat or whatever, offshore racing boat. We all loved them because Don Johnson had one, right, from Miami Vice. All right, I guess our next big cut here will be this piece. Ooh. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to kill you, huh? Christmas too. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm thinking about. More like that than that. So we got one side whacked off there. All we got to do is side two. Yeah, it's a osculating saw. It's for cutting trim and stuff. Really, for like doing remodeling houses and things. It's kind of loud though sometimes. Got her chopped off, guys. So that's what we're looking like now. What do you guys think? Think it looks a little better than what it did? I got some trimming and cutting here and there to do, but I wanted it to be, that would have been cool to have a little step here and then a shooting spot. But man, I wanted to be able to where he can go at, get in and out of his boat and do the things that we had to hop over here and do his stuff up there. He's going to be able to. I'm telling you, he's going to sit in there like Jim Dandy too. I got Dusty here in the second position. We're going to put him in there. He'll be right where I want him to be. I could even, bust him down just a little bit more to where his head just sticks up a little bit. That's what I'm thinking right there, guys. My good old shipwreck swamp boat. So what you guys got planned for the rest of the evening? You guys got big family plans? You guys going to eat, watch TV, movies? What you guys got going on? We got 6 of us in here. I ain't bored 6 people to death at least. Yeah. But this is what, again, this is what we went with. From what we had, guys, what do you think? I might make a little, like off of this. I kind of have I like that the way that that other thing was on there. But I just didn't like the fact of how low it was, so that he couldn't get out of there. So I might use that for something else. I do not know. But don't be surprised if you do see it. We got this conning tower still. Probably put it to good use for something. I don't know. Add it to the fodder pile over here and see how it goes. It could go for some sort of base or something, Get a top for that. Or it might be some sort of air traffic, single man air traffic control tower for something where your guy, you see him looking out there through the top of it, see his head poking out or whatever in there. Might be for another boat. You never know. I got another boat. They can put it on there, and so they'll use it for that. It's kind of got all that armor plating. It's a pretty good piece not to not use, So it will definitely not go to the waste pile. I'm sure it will get used for something. I'm going to go ahead and put the screw back in that to put it back together so it holds that a little better for a later day. Yeah, right on, Aaron. Family time. I don't blame you, buddy. You eat a bunch for me, man. I cook, and I got a buddy of mine, one of my good friends. He's coming over. Maybe a couple other people we don't know yet. We're all just kind of hang out, maybe bullshit, tell each other some lies or something. You never know. We ain't got nothing spectacular planned. Oh yeah, nice, Dave. Or yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe like an air traffic control tower or something like that, because it's got them all of the conning stuff, for like picking up signals and sending out, all your radio and telemetry and radar and all that sort of things. So I was thinking it might work good for that. But it's definitely not going back on here again. Look how that looks, guys. That is just super dope. It looks like the shipwreck gonna be going through there, Ollie gonna have to have him in some other jungle trooper or somebody. Who should we put up there with him? Oh, I know who we could put up there with him. Put her up there with him. They're going down some river, man, going after Cobra. He carry his ass up. That's what this is going to be. A skiff, maybe, or something, I think they call it. I don't know the terminology, but that's what it's going to be. Right? Take Big Boa. All right on, Frostbite. Hope you find everything you want shopping. It's morning there, ain't it, buddy? It's 3:59 in the afternoon here, so we've got about an hour in. Now, Crimson Cobra Commander, that's a shipwreck Hector Delgado's girlfriend, Gemini. He don't discriminate like some people in life. He's like, hey, he has a hots for a Valaverse girl. Look, it changed his whole outlook. That was after he met the Valaverse girl. He's like, hey, yeah, get over here. Telling you. See, he's already. We got to move you over so you can see it. He's over there cuffing the cheeks, man. I'm telling you, he's ready to take her on a boat ride. That's why I had to get her down here. All right, guys. Hey, man, I give you guys about an hour on here. I appreciate all you guys, showing up, man. And hey, remember, it's Christmas. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Don't be a dickhead just because you can, especially on Christmas. Hey, if you see somebody struggling, throw them a hand, man. Help them out, man. That's what it's about, anyways. It puts a feeling inside of you that it's better than anything else. Merry Christmas. Peace, guys. I'm out.